Farley Bay Outdoors. Woo! We're coming at you with a little climbing stick, saddle hunting climbing stick review on these XOP X2 sticks and what I'm using this year to secure the stick to the tree. Hang tight, stay tuned. Let's hear about it. Ah, caught you. See, you thought there's going to be some kind of music or fancy stuff happen right there after that? Nope, wrong. Anyhow, XOP X2 sticks, okay? I used these all year last year. These sticks served me well, okay? Very well. They're not the highest priced items on the market. They're not the lowest priced items on the market. They're kind of an in-between, right? You do get what you pay for with a lot of things, and I think if you pay for some of these XOP X2 sticks, and I'm not sponsored by them, by the way, just letting you know my personal opinion on this particular product. If you buy these sticks, you cannot go wrong, okay? First thing I've done with these sticks, let me grab one of these down here that I don't have to pack all of them around here. We'll get that off there. This stick right here is coated. I don't know what they coat this stuff in, but it's got a rough feeling to it, and that's good for if you wear muck boots. And I'm not naming, not wanting to name off just particular brands here today, but rubber boots, any kind of boot like that, and you've ever stepped on something that's been a little wet or had a little dew on it, maybe it's rained or whatever, that stuff can get slick and dangerous real quick, okay? Now with saddle hunting, which the reason I got into saddle hunting is it's one of the safest forms of hunting out there now, okay? You're pretty much secure to the tree from the time you start at the bottom and get up to the top and come back down. Does that mean something can't happen? Absolutely not. Anything can happen. Anything's possible. But I'm a guy that's big on safety, okay? I'm a 260-pound guy that's big on safety. Let's put it to you that way. These sticks hold me up on this tree, and I went up, oh gosh, I couldn't even tell you how many times I've been up and down the tree last year. I've already been up and down the tree multiple times this year, just practicing with your gear. Always practice with your gear before you go hunting. That way, if anything happens, and practice low on the tree, if anything happens, at least you're low to the ground or whatever, right? Always be secured to the tree too when you're doing this stuff, even if you're just a few feet off the ground, because you can fall and get hurt. All right, that's your disclaimer. Now, anything I tell you to do today, I'm not telling you to do, okay? This is my preference. This is what I'm doing for this year, and I just want to share this information with you guys. Maybe it's something you might want to do. Maybe it's something you're looking into, just ain't bought into it yet or whatever it may be, and you're curious, you want to get into shaving a little weight off of your system or whatever, which is why I got into using amsteel instead of the straps that come with this XOP X2. Now, are the straps that come with this, are they good? Are they bad? They're great. They're wonderful. Used them all year last year. I'm just switching up. Anywhere I can shave a little bit of weight off going into the woods is going to be that much less that I have to carry in and out, And the less weight you pack in, the better off you are. Okay? But I've switched over to using 1/8 inch amsteel, which is this right here. Do I advise climbing with it or securing sticks to the tree with it? No, I'm not an expert. It's what I'm doing. There's other guys out there doing the same thing. I don't advise you to do anything without looking it up, doing your own research for it first. Now that all that's out of the way, when you get your XOP sticks, okay, see that little black cap? Take you a flathead screwdriver, a small one, or something that you can pop it off there with, okay? Pop that cap off and pop the one on the bottom off. Buy you some of that foam spray stuff that you can get at the Wally World or wherever, okay? Fill these up with that foam. Now, you can hear me knocking on this, okay? That's filled with foam. Now, if it wasn't filled with foam, this would make a real loud ding, 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 okay? That's just what it does, because these tubes come hollow, not pre-filled with anything when you buy them, okay? That's just how they come. I filled these sticks up with foam, and that deadens that sound on this stick, okay? Now, you want to put any of that fancy wrap stuff on here, you can do that too. That'll help even more, okay, them stealth strips or whatever it is that they sell nowadays. Fill this sucker up with foam. Once it expands and sets up, cut the excess off and put your black caps back down in there, okay? And if you do it right, you won't have no problem with them going back in there, you know, and fitting snug like they should. Now, if you get in there watered out, you might mess it up, have to glue it in. But get your XOP stick, fill it with foam, okay? Now, let's move on to the amsteel here. So it's amsteel. You seen earlier, I had the 3. You seen how I had it wrapped around the stick itself. 1/8 inch amsteel. What I have done is I've built this myself, okay? If you guys want some of this stuff, you just check out Farley Bay Outdoors. There should be a link somewhere up in there. You can order these directly from me. You don't have to, okay? I hand build these too. It's on the market, that's out there. Other people make them and build them too, okay? Just like I do. You can build it yourself if you want to, okay? But I do Brummel splicing, okay? Well, if you don't know what that is, look that up. All these are Brummel spliced, okay? All the way up there. All them little sections there, that's what they call a Brummel splice, okay? And I could take about 17 foot. 17 foot of this stuff will get you roughly between 7.5 to 8 foot worth of amsteel here, okay? So you got to have it long enough to be able to wrap around some of these bigger trees and whatnot, okay? On one end you have a loop, and on the other end you can see I've just got this tag in here, it's buried, and I've got heat shrink tubing on it. But I bought these fancy little bungee cords, picked these up on Amazon, okay? And I just run them through there, and this little device here, you can tighten this up or down either way, but I attach that to the end. Now what does that do? I'm going to show you. That gives you just enough weight on the end of that thing to be able to toss it around this tree and it'll come back to you, okay? Somebody's trying to call me there. Okay, so that'll flop right around that tree. You can use this as a gear hanger, secure this to the tree, tighten this down to the tree, and hang all your stuff on it, okay? Now, we ain't going to get into that today because we're talking about the sticks. Now, what do I do to secure this stick? That's the $1,000,000 question. Okay, let's get this camera adjusted here. All right, so what we're going to do now, it doesn't matter which way you run it around the tree, okay? You can run it around this side. You're just going to have to tighten it down on the left side. But I'm going to run this amsteel, okay? I'm going to run this around the tree like that. Okay, now you can come all the way over here and you can use your first loop and then tighten it down. Okay, you're going to sink your step down. Now you see how much slack it dropped? We don't want that. We don't want no slack. Okay, we don't want no play in that. So what we're going to do is run that under that button. Okay, I just run under this button, come back around. Okay, now this may be hard for you guys to see here, but remember our daisy chain stuff we had going on there with our amsteel? I'm gonna run this part of this bungee cord through here. I'm gonna run that tag in. Okay, I'm gonna run that through one of them loops over here now. Now once I got it there, now I've got this on the tree, I can tighten this thing down. Look here, I can wrench down on that thing, make it real tight. Now, just doing that, it ain't got much play in it. It's going to have a little play in it until it bites into the tree, okay? So you can't expect it to be perfect. I'm just going to feed that loop right there over that, right there like that, all right? Now, you bungee cord, right? Wrap that around your tree. Get your bungee cord if it's long enough, okay? Get your bungee cord and just run that little ball through another one of them loops. Look at that. Okay? Let me get you closer here. You see that? See that? Now, that strap or that amsteel is completely secured to that tree, and it's not hanging down, dangling around, getting in the way, or anything of that nature, okay? Now, once we get this stick secured to the tree, we're just gonna, you push down on it down here, pull up, down, you know, pull down on it right here, either way you want to do it. But we're gonna bury that into the tree. Okay? Now that that's there, look at that, guys. Look at that. Now, see, that took quite a bit of weight just to bust it loose. Let's get it back up there again. You're not going to be doing that, right? You're not going to be pulling this thing from the side. Okay? Now, you have to trust my pulling here for this video purpose, but that sucker ain't going nowhere. All right? That sucker ain't going nowhere. Now, just to kind of show you here. Now, I suggest you use some kind of some form of safety harness or something when you're doing this, okay, like we talked earlier. But I can get up on this stick and that amsteel's gonna hold me there, okay? Don't look at my white legs, all right? I ain't been suntanning this year. All right, see that? 260-pound guy up on that stick. All right. Now, why did I choose the amsteel versus the cam straps that come with it? Weight, okay? It all boils down to weight. The cam buckles with the strap rolled up is probably a space about like that, okay? Now compare it to my body here, okay? A space about like that with the cam buckle wrapped up in it. When you undo that metal cam buckle sometimes can hit that stick or hit something, clinkety clankety clank clank clank. It's making noise, okay, in the woods. Some of us guys, we don't like that noise, okay? So by using the amsteel, I eliminate that noise. I don't only just eliminate the noise, but I'm using something that's rated for like 22 or 2,300 pounds. Now, when you go in there doing your bromo splicing and all that, you're going to decrease the poundage on that, because anytime you alter, you know, them strands, if the thing's got 12 strands in it, anytime you alter that, you're going to decrease the amount of weight that it can safely hold. I'm not standing on this stick all day long. It's just secured to the tree. I'm using it just to stand on it for a minute until I get the next one hung, and I go all the way up. I hang my platform, which I'm currently still using, you know, one of them cam buckle straps for it. But this amsteel is super lightweight, okay? And instead of having 4 of them cam buckles, okay, stacked up, you know, and stuffed into my saddle pocket, taking up all that extra room, I can secure these to my sticks, which you've seen right here. See how they're secured? I just preload them and secure them onto the XOPs, okay? Now, we're going to talk about the XOPs for a minute, all right? Somebody trying to call me again. Right here, on these XOPs, you got these little black plastic pieces, right? You see this, you see that button right there? That fits right down over top of that. So when I get ready to use this stick, all I have to do is push that up, and now it releases from that stick. See that? Now put it back on there. I just slide it down over top of the button on the one next to it. See there? And it holds them all together like that. So when I get ready to use my stick, I just slide that back up. I pull that off. Let's throw him down there in the dirt. Pull it back off, and there you go. And all I done was wrap this up around this. Now, well, it might take some time to do or whatever. Yeah, it might, but who cares? Just unravel this thing, right? You can drop your stick down to the ground. You can unravel it however you want to do it. It's just as easy to hold the stick up like this right here. Unravel this thing. It ain't going to take you just a minute or so. Maybe not even a minute, just 30 seconds at the most per stick, right? And you don't have to secure these to your stick as you go up the tree, you know, or before you go up the tree. You can keep these in your pocket and then just pull them out individually, have them wrapped, pull them out and stick them on there. But now you can see how easy that was. Now I can place this stick, once I get up to however high I want to put it, I can place this stick on there. I'm going to use my head to hold the stick to the tree here. Okay. Pull that around. I'm going to go under that. Okay. I'm going to take my tag in. I'm gonna feed it through one of them loops on the daisy chain here. Okay, feed that through the loop. Once I get it pulled through the loop, it's gonna act as a tightening system for me again. Remember, tighten that dude down. Tighten it down till you can get to the closest closest loop you can find there. Once you get it secured, here we go again. Wrap this sucker around this, and we're just gonna put this one in this loop right here. All right. Now look, that's out of my way. Okay. Now that may hit that right there, so if you don't like that, you know, just fix it up to where it ain't gonna make that noise. Cinch your next stick down to your tree. Okay. That sucker ain't going nowhere, guys. All right. So what to do with my sticks? There they are. All right. So 2024 season. This is my setup for my climbing sticks. For all you guys that want to know, how is it you're doing this? What are you using? All that stuff, right? Maybe you don't even care. If you're watching this long, you thought enough about it to watch the rest of the video, right? Get your sticks. They're all wrapped up nice and neat. You put your couple little loops on the end of your sticks there. Clip them into a carabiner or something on your side. Go up the tree, and as you need them, you just pop them loose. Up the tree you go, okay? XOP sticks, guys. These been out for a little bit. Fill them with foam. Okay, fill them with foam. Get you some of this amsteel. Okay, this is the 1/8 inch amsteel. Okay, get you some of this amsteel, and you can make your own securing device to secure your sticks to the tree. It's lighter weight, doesn't make as much noise, minus that little ball on the end of the bungee cord. Just be careful with it, right? But lighter weight system to get in and to get out of the woods this year. There's your video. Sorry I made it so long. Probably could have cut down on the time a little bit, but guys, I hope you liked the video. Follow Farley B Outdoors. Do the like, do the share thing. You know, I like the bull crap. And I look forward to showing you something else later down the road here. If you like what you see, holler at us. You know, we'll send out more stuff for you. Show you more stuff. Do whatever it is we can do to help you. Reach out to me if you want to know how to set this stuff up. Pretty much self-explanatory in the video. Some of that other stuff you might have to look up, but that's Farley B Outdoors climbing method. Okay. Practice safety. Don't forget to use your lineman's belt and your tether line now, guys. Okay, be safe out there. Have fun. Enjoy that 2024 deer season. We'll holler at you later.